and welcome to Season 1, Episode 6 of this Football Manager 2017 career. We're currently at Dundela in Belfast in the Northern Irish Premier Intermediate League, I think it's called. As you join us, we're just about to play the last game of the season. We were hoping that we were going to have something on this game and looking to get into that second place and try and get into that promotion playoff. Unfortunately, as you can see, we're at the league table with 35 points, 4 points off the playoff. So this game at the end of the season is pretty much a dead rubber. We could still finish anywhere between 3rd and potentially 7th. So it could be a mid-table finish. It could be a 3rd place finish. But this season hasn't really been good enough, and it's been a frustrating one. So I'll show you the results that we've had so far, since the last episode even. The last episode was a 2-2 draw with Tobermoor United. Ben Roy scored 2 goals for us and we threw away that 2-goal lead, which was frustrating for us. Then we went to play Newington away. Denver Taggart and William Worry scored in a 2-0 victory, and that was a really good result for us. Newington were the team that were in second, and that kept us in touch with them. We then faced Newry City at home and won that game as well. Sims and Hegarty scored our goals. Newry City managed to get one back in the second half, but we managed to hold on for the victory. And we were really back with a shout of finishing second there. I think we were just a point off second place at this point, which we then blew. We went to Sport and Leisure, went 1-0 up after 6 minutes through an own goal, and then threw it away in the second half in goal right on half time, and then 2 goals in 5 minutes by Seamus Brown in the second half, and we threw away that game and lost 3-1 at home. So really, we got into the last 2 games. We really needed to beat Distillery to have any chance of going on and having a shot at the second place playoff, and we played Distillery at home. Brian Berry got us off to a great start with a 9th minute goal, and Daniel Smith equalised for Distillery in the second half, and we couldn't force a winner. And that was that in terms of our promotion hopes for this season. We'll flick back to the league table, and there we are in 5th place. No hope of finishing in 2nd place. As you can see, the board expectation was to win the league, and we haven't hit that. We're only on a 1-year contract here, so we're coming towards the end of that contract. I'm starting to doubt whether we're going to get offered a new contract. We may even get sacked straight after this final game of the season. We've also lost a couple of players. So if we jump onto the transfer history, we've lost 4 players: Jamie Jackson, David Gibson, Corey Hegarty and Colm Kurgan even. And what's happened there is that all 4 of them, I made them a promise to get them to sign either new contracts with us or to sign for us, to say we were going to get promoted this season. I broke the promise by not getting promoted. They came to me disappointed with the results and asking to leave. I tried to persuade them, say that next season was going to be a better season, and they weren't having it, and they wanted to leave, which I reluctantly agreed to. I thought maybe they'd stay at the club, and obviously them being on non-contracts, they're free to negotiate contracts with any other team at any other time, but all 4 of them just left. They took the opportunity and they went, so they've all gone on free transfers. So we've lost those 4 players. They were generally starting players as well, so we're going to be a little bit depleted for this last game. So I think that's probably the best thing to do next, is to get into the game. There's nothing on it. If you can probably tell by my voice that I'm a little bit resigned to my fate really with this. I think this is going to be our last game for Dundela, and we're going to be looking for a new job in the summer. But we'll get into the game and we'll see how we can finish the season. Can we finish 3rd? Will we finish 7th? Here's the side for today's game. You'll see a couple of new names in there that were transfers I made when we had a chance of promotion. I'll talk you through those as we go through this side. We've also had to fill a few gaps where those players have left because of my broken promises to them. So I'll talk you through this 11 now. We've got Darren Dempster in goal, Deary, Stewart, Noonan and McGee across the back four. Mark Stewart and Darryl McGee are fairly new players to us. Darryl McGee is the most recent purchase. He's coming at left back. That was when Tommy Lamb got injured and I wanted to play Denver Taggart a little bit further forward on the left wing, so I brought in another left back just for a little bit of depth. Berry and Worry will continue in centre midfield. Berry's been out for a little while injured, but he's back into the side now. Gary Irwin is coming on the right hand side. Normally that would have been Hegarty or Jamie Jackson. Gary Irwin's pretty much the only right midfielder I've got left. He's also been named captain by myself. I think I just clicked on the wrong player, which is showing how much attention I'm really paying now that I know my job is pretty much about to disappear. So he's not the greatest player, but he's coming on the right wing and also gets to captain the team. So his morale is through the roof at the moment. He's delighted with that. Andy Sims is on the left wing. Roy and Finley will continue up front. And that's the side we're going with for this game and the last knockings of this first season in management for myself. As I say, it's been a disappointing one. We haven't hit the targets that we set ourselves and the club have set us, and really it's only going to end in one thing I can see, but it's going to end in the sack, and we're going to have to go and find ourselves another job and potentially relocate ourselves. So we'll see how we go. I'm just going to jump through these screens. I'm not paying as much attention as I normally would, but we'll do some basics and show some people onto their weaker foot. Close some people down. Assistant wants to do it for the fans. You can do the team talk, and I'll do some individual ones just to try and improve the morale and hopefully get us a result in this last game of the season. It's an away game, so we're in our red away strip, as you can see there. And let's get this season over and done with. I think there's only 3 scenarios that I can envisage at the end of this season. I think the first one really is if we get offered a contract. I think it's unlikely. If I do get offered a contract, I'm likely to take it because I'm not really in a position where I can afford to be out of work. So I probably would stay and I'd take the contract. If I do end up staying here next year, I'm going to have to do some work on the squad again. Obviously there's a few of our bigger players this season have left. I'd have to do a lot of work to try and bring in some better players, and I imagine that if we do stay, the target will be to win the league again. So I'm going to have to bring some better players together and a better tactic. So I'd have to really throw myself into this save. Roy's through. His shot saved. So yeah, if we do sign a new contract here and we're going to stay, then it's going to be a busy summer just trying to find some better players to help us get up to the next division. As I say, if I'm offered a contract, I'm likely to sign it. Might do a little bit of negotiation to try and get more money. I think it's unlikely, but signing a contract won't necessarily mean I'm definitely going to stay. I'll probably will have a look at what jobs come up and apply for a few things as well. If something better comes along, something with more money, something in a more prestigious league, then I'm probably going to go there. But we'll see what jobs come up. We're in a better place than we were last year. We've got a year's worth of experience in management. Ooh, we've just escaped there. Limavady have hit the post there. That was their first shot of the game. Yes, we're in a better position now. We've got a year's experience. We've got our National C licence, so we've got our coaching badge. So potentially that would be in our favour if we start looking for a new job. So yeah, if we do sign a new contract here, I will continue to look for other jobs as well. And to be honest, I think both of those scenarios are unlikely. I don't think we're going to get offered a new contract. I think we're going to get sacked after this game. And in that case, I am going to have to find a new job. I'll have to start applying for jobs immediately. And it's going to be a case of potentially just taking the earliest opportunity we can get. I can't really afford to not be earning money through the summer. I'm on a small enough amount of money as it is here. I'm on £200 a week. Oh, that's half time. That game's disappeared without me really remembering what's happened in it. Just encourage the team. Can you tell I'm not paying really much attention to this game? I think my mind has moved on to what's coming next rather than what's going on in this game. So away we go. Yeah, we are likely to get sacked. And I won't be able to. I'm on £200 a week here, and I've got rent to pay in Belfast, and my rent doesn't really cover. My wages don't really cover my rent. I've been pretty much eating tins of beans all season. So if we do get sacked, I'm going to have to take a job pretty quickly. I can't just wait around until August and hope a better job comes along. I think if we get offered one in June, we're going to take it. So that's really my plans for what comes next. We're making a real hash of trying to clear the ball. We've finally managed to find Sims. It took about 5 attempts to clear that. And Sims has just left the ball behind. 1 ball through. Jennings is now approaching the byline for Limavady. Pulls it back, and that's a great finish by Lavery. And we're 1-0 down. It's not going to be a good end to the season by the looks of it. There's a nice little ball back. Lavery approached it first time, draws it into the corner, no chance for Dempster in goal. And we're 1-0 down. We have just 15 minutes to go. We're going to go through a last throw of the dice. Denver Taggart's going to come in on the left-hand side. Darrell Bright's going to come into midfield instead of Ryan Berry. And Bright's going to play in a central midfield attack role. And we're also going to bring on Kyle Dillon, I think. No, I don't think we will. What we're going to do? Stuart Forrest will come on for Cormac Deary at right back. And we'll go 3 changes in one go. We're going to go to overload. I'm just going to throw everything we can at them there. Now, I think we'll go route 1. We'll go fast tempo, take more risks. Wait, look for overlap. We'll pump the ball into the box. Get stuck in. Close down as much as we can. So we're just going to go for it here. Nothing to lose. Well, I've got something to lose. It's my job that's about to go here. So we haven't created anything in the second half. Limavady have a free kick on the halfway line, which I imagine they're just going to pump into the box. No, they've gone short. But they're going to retain possession. Not sure where Harkin's going here. If we can try and put some pressure on, we could get the ball. It's gone all the way back to the keeper, and McRae will hit the ball forward. But the ball falls to Irwin, our new captain, our accidental captain. Roy's got the ball, and he's found Finley, and we've equalised in the 90th minute. I'm not sure we've deserved that equaliser, but Joe Finley gets us an equaliser. It's been a disappointing performance. Roy did really well. He could have put Taggart in, but he played the reverse ball to Finley. Keeper got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. So here we go, the last few seconds of the season. The game's just going to peter out. As soon as the goalkeeper hits this, I think it's the full-time whistle. Oh no, the ball's fallen to Finley and Roy. Is he going to tease us? He's put it wide. And that's surely the last action of this season. There it is, a 1-1 draw to finish off a underachieving season at Dundela. And we've finished in 5th place, which is where we started the day. In the end, we've finished 6 points off second. Queen's University, who were second at the start of the day, they've managed to snatch the title. Donegal Celtic had such a big lead. and they've blown the title on goal difference. So they're going to go into the playoff. And it could be it here. It doesn't look like we've been sacked just yet. We've rescued a late draw. Queen's University have won the league. Our season's over. There's no indication that we've been sacked, so I'm not sure quite what's going to happen here. We haven't been offered a new contract just yet, so let's have a look at our contract actually. Our contract expires at the end of June, so we have got a little bit of time left. If we do get sacked, well, at least we'll get a month's pay, which doesn't amount to much, but hey ho. Let's just have a quick look at the job centre if there's anything going. That was not the right button to press. Here we go. There's a couple of vacancies. Don't think we're going to get any of those. Inverness Caledonian Thistle in the Scottish Premier League, Sheffield United in League One, Wolves and Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, which I think is rather too high for us. We're not going to get given those jobs. I'm just skipping through here to see if we do get sacked. A few of our players have hit their disciplinary points limit, so they're going to get a ban. I'm not sure that's going to actually come into effect. I assume the bans get wiped out at the end of the season. End of season awards. Fans Player of the Season is Ben Roy. Started the season out wide, then moved up front, scored plenty of goals, so he's won the Fans Player of the Season. Goal of the season was Liam Bradley. Let's just see if we can have a look at this goal. This was while we were playing a 3-5-2, so it must have been a early in the season game. Bradley was a veteran that we brought in at the start of the season in centre midfield. Here he is, a volley from 30 yards. I can see why that's one goal of the season. Great goal. It looks like a consolation goal. He went straight to pick the ball up. Yep, we lost 2-1. That was an 88th minute goal. Signing of the season, Denver Taggart on the left-hand side. He has played a lot of the season at left-back. And young player of the season was Darren Noonan, who's someone else we brought in. Looks like that's the team of the season. Halliday, Finley up front, Roy and Hegarty out wide, Jackson and Worry in centre midfield. Gibson at right back, even though he played his whole season at centre back before he left us last week. Noonan, Curley. Curley hasn't played much football this season. He's got into the team of the season. Denver Taggart and Cairns is in goal by the looks of it. And he left. Macaulay Cairns, he was our first choice keeper from the start of the season before he left us. So he's made in as the goalkeeper. Season review, we're expected to make a title challenge, finished the season in disappointment. We lost in the 5th round of the Irish Cup, that was on target. Irish League Cup, we were just told to be competitive. We got to the 2nd round. Northern Irish Steel and Sons Cup lost in the 3rd round. It wasn't considered important. Neither was the Irish Intermediate Cup, which we were the holders of and failed to defend. Lost in the quarter-final and finished 5th in the league. So that's the summary of our season. Got team meetings and confidence reviews. They're satisfied with my management. Maybe they will offer me a new contract. There's no sign of being sacked just yet. I think we're going to have to hold this team meeting. We're going to tell them that we're going to try to be promoted as champions next season, and they definitely think they're capable of it. See if they remember that when they come back off their holidays. So I'm going to then skip through this the next few days, see what happens, see what's what. So it's the 4th of May, not long after the end of the season. Dundela chairman Jack Majory has invited me to enter contract renewal talks. The league expectations will be to win promotion by winning the league, which is the same as it was this season. They must have faith in me to be the one to do it if if they're going to offer me a new contract. I'm going to accept the current vision and have a look at the contract. We're currently on £200 a week. I'll see if I can get 250. Still offering me 200. See if we can get 230. They're still offering us 200. 210. There we go. I've got a £10 a week pay rise. Whew. I'm not sure that's going to be getting me moving into a bigger house. I'm just renting the one I've got, and that's not going to make much difference. Maybe I can afford some Heinz beans rather than the supermarket's own label now. But other than that, it's not going to really change my living situation here. So I'm going to accept that contract, but I am going to continue looking for other jobs. I've applied for the Galway job in the Irish Premier League. I don't think I'm going to get that one, if I'm honest with you. There's a couple of Scottish Premier League ones. There's a Vanarama National League North job at Tamworth, which I might have a look at. The League One jobs I'm not going to get, but I may have a look at that Vanarama National League North. When did Tamworth finish? 12th by the looks of it. Have they finished the season? Yes, they have. It's into the playoffs there. So I think I'll apply for that one. Obviously I won't move if they're not going to pay me any more money than I'm on now, but that could be our next move, to go to Tamworth. But I'll have a look at that, and I think I'll call that the end of the episode. Next episode you'll see if anything's happened over the summer. If I've stayed at Dundela, you'll see what transfer business I've managed to do, and we'll look to do the first game, or we could be at a new club, so who knows what the next episode is going to bring. I'll try and upload that tomorrow if I can. I'm going to try and get to a point where I'm doing an upload every weekday. So I'll see what I can do with that. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. That's the end of this season 1. So I hope you've enjoyed that so far. Let's hope we've got better things to look forward to in the future seasons. And thanks for watching.